The church pews were nearly empty. Sophia sat in the front row, clutching the tiny white urn like it was the only thing keeping her alive. Her 6-month-old daughter, Emily, was gone, taken suddenly by SIDS. But what shattered Sophia more than anything was the fact that her own parents weren't there to say goodbye. Not a hug, not a tear, nothing. They were at her brother Jason's engagement pool party instead. While Sophia cried over her baby's casket, her mother was sipping champagne and posing for photos with Jason's fiancée, laughing by the poolside. Her father? He sent a 2-line text. "We're not feeling well. Can't make it. Hope it goes okay." Hope it goes okay? Sophia's fingers trembled as she reread that message for the 100th time. Her husband, Michael, tried to hold her hand, but she pulled away. No one could touch the fury and pain surging inside her. And then came the final blow. A Facebook post from her mom. A group selfie at the party with the caption, "Celebrating love and family. So lucky to have a son like Jason." Her blood went cold. Her baby was in an urn. And her parents were celebrating family? Sophia stood outside the church after the service, staring at that post. She wasn't just grieving her daughter. She was grieving the parents she thought she had, but she wasn't going to cry anymore. She was going to make them regret it, and she already knew exactly how to start. The next morning, Sophia drove straight to her parents' house, still in her black funeral dress. No makeup, no filter. Just raw, unfiltered rage simmering beneath tear-stained cheeks. When her mother opened the door, still in a silk robe and holding a mimosa glass, she blinked in surprise. "Oh, Sophia," her mom stammered. "We were just about to call you." "Save it," Sophia snapped, pushing past her into the foyer. "Where were you yesterday?" "Actually, don't answer. I saw the photos." Her father peeked out from the living room, startled. "We told you. We weren't feeling well." "Yeah, well, Facebook says otherwise," Sophia hissed, tossing her phone onto the coffee table with the post still glowing on screen. Celebrating love and family? Emily was family too, but I guess she wasn't important enough to skip a damn pool party for. Her mother's face went pale. "That post was for Jason. You know how much we've been planning. I lost my daughter, your granddaughter, and you chose balloons and backyard cocktails over her funeral." Sophia's voice cracked, but she didn't let the tears fall. "You didn't even send flowers or come by the house. You vanished." Her father stepped forward. "Sophia, it's not that we didn't care. Don't." She cut in coldly. "Don't pretend you cared. I've spent my entire life watching you bend over backward for Jason while I faded into the background. He gets promotions. You throw dinner parties. I get my heart shattered, and you vanish." Her mom looked down, silent. "Guess what?" Sophia said, pulling a folded paper from her purse. "I made a timeline. Every single moment you ignored me, every time you left me behind for Jason's spotlight. You didn't just skip Emily's funeral. You've skipped my entire life." The room fell into a thick, shameful silence. And just when her mother finally looked up, lips parted to say something, Jason walked in through the back door, with sunglasses on and a tan. He had no idea what was waiting for him on the other side of that living room. Jason froze mid-step, sensing the tension. He removed his sunglasses slowly, his confident grin fading the moment he saw Sophia's face. What's going on?" he asked, glancing between his parents and his sister. Sophia turned to him, her voice low and dangerous. "Perfect timing, Jason. Tell me, did you even know our parents skipped Emily's funeral for your party?" Jason blinked. "Wait, what?" Her mother shifted uncomfortably. "Jason, don't..." "No," Sophia snapped, eyes locked on her brother. "Answer me. Did you know? Jason hesitated. I thought they went. Dad said they were going. I just assumed. Of course you assumed. Everything's always perfect for you. You get all the attention, all the celebration, and now you get cover for their lies too. Soph, I didn't mean. You didn't mean what? She interrupted. To throw a party the same day as your niece's funeral? To blast music? While I buried my daughter? To post selfies with our parents while I held her urn? Jason looked stunned. I didn't know it was the same day. I swear. Sophia took a step forward. You didn't care to know. You've never had to. Because they always clean up your messes. They cover for you, and they discard me. Her father finally spoke. That's not fair. No. What's not fair is watching my daughter's casket lowered into the ground while the rest of my family is playing beer pong by the pool. The silence was suffocating. Jason sat down, rubbing his hands over his face. I didn't mean for this to happen. Sophia's voice turned cold. Intentions don't erase impact. You may not have meant to hurt me, but you did. You did. She turned toward the door, heart pounding. Her mother finally whispered, Wait. Please don't go. Sophia stopped. Then say it, she said without turning around. Say you were wrong. Her mother didn't answer, and that silence screamed louder than any apology ever could. Sophia walked out the front door without another word, slamming it behind her. But something inside her had shifted. She wasn't the quiet daughter anymore. She wasn't the forgotten one. She was done begging for scraps of love from people who couldn't even show up when it mattered most. 2 days later, a letter arrived at her doorstep. The handwriting was shaky. Her father. Sophia, I don't deserve your forgiveness. You're right. We failed you. We failed Emily. I don't even have an excuse, just shame. I didn't know how to face your grief. So I ran. Like a coward. I'll carry that forever. But I want you to know. I see you now. And I'm so sorry. Dad Sophia read it once. Then again. She didn't cry. Not this time. Later that week, a small package arrived from her mother. Inside was a delicate silver ornament shaped like angel wings. It had Emily's name engraved on it, along with the words, Forever our light. No letter, just that. And as Sophia stared at it, her fingers trembling, she wasn't sure what hurt more, the pain they caused, or the fact that they might finally understand it. A week later, Jason showed up unannounced. No flashy car, no sunglasses, just jeans, dirt-streaked hands, and a quiet expression. Can I show you something? He asked. Sophia hesitated, then followed him to the front yard. There, planted, right under the window was a single rose bush. A soft pink bloom had just started to open. I wanted to do something, Jason said, voice low. I didn't know how. But I remember you once said Emily looked like a rosebud when she slept. Sophia's throat tightened. She didn't speak. She just nodded. It wasn't forgiveness, but it was something. And just when she thought things might settle, her mother called. But what she said wasn't what Sophia expected, not even close. Sophia hesitated before answering the call. Her mother rarely phoned. Texts maybe, but never calls. Her heart thudded in her chest as she finally picked up. Hello? There was a pause. Then her mother's voice came through, soft, almost trembling. Sophia, I wanted to ask something. Something that might not be fair, but I need to try. Sophia said nothing, just waited. I want to visit Emily's garden, the one you and Michael made. I want to sit there. I want to talk to her, even if I don't deserve to. For a moment, the line was silent. Then her mother added, "I don't know if you'll ever fully forgive us, but I want to know her. Even now, I don't want to keep running from what we did." Sophia's breath caught. Part of her wanted to scream, too little, too late. But another part, somewhere deep and wounded, whispered, "This is the apology you've waited your whole life to hear." She cleared her throat. "You can come, but you'll sit with her alone first, just you and her." "I understand," her mother whispered. Later that week, Sophia watched from the kitchen window as her mother knelt by Emily's garden, tears streaming down her face as she spoke to the tiny rose bush planted in the center. She stayed there for over an hour. After that day, things didn't magically fix. Her family was still broken in places, but now they were at least trying. Sophia and Michael began hosting monthly support circles in their backyard for grieving parents. They filled Emily's garden with names, flowers, and stories, transforming it into a sanctuary of memory and healing. And through every moment, every tear, every apology, every rose petal that bloomed, Sophia found something she never expected to discover again. Peace. Not because her family changed overnight, but because she did. She was no longer waiting for their love. She had created her own.